down. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check three. Whip. Watch the whip. We're going to 53. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Tighten up. Watch it. Go to 54. Wide in. Check three. You go tight. You got tight.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Wide in.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott caught by Cobb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Jim.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Hey, 47. Towards the mic. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll bice, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The start on the ground with McCoy. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, they just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. We get up.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
24 is the mic.
Don't let him breathe.
Don't.
Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
There we go. Kill.
Check 6 guys.
Hey, kill.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Check 53.
Hey, check.
Attack. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Check 99. Check 99.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Here we go, D. Shift.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Yellow. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check the ripple.
On first down, Williams. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. He was brought down by Malik Collins. On second and 7, Mahomes. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, 15. Mike's 50. I got you, pump. Watch the motion.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Prescott on first down. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Keep doing that.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twins.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Hey, we got 3.
Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Format to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We got it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I don't need to. Let's go on, Eddie!
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check. Yellow.
Check 53, Mike. You got nothing to work.
Hey, 43, 15. Shoot.
Mike, 53.
Mike,
I got you.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Single.
Check. We go 46.
Let's go.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, kill. 26.
Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check. Go to 54. Why?
What?
We're going to 54. Why? 26.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 37.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. On 1st down. It's McCoy, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Yellow, there's a little lady. I got you. I got you. 43.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Yeah. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Motion, motion, motion.
They run. It's Williams. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. Chance. Kill. Under.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Sponge. No. Sweat. Hey. 24 is the mark.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
24 is the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 24.
Now Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
3 down. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
26.
24 is the mic. Come on. You better bring it.
26.
Draw play, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans
Kill.
3 down. 24 is the mic. I'm coming.
26.
Here's Prescott. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Tight ends left. 3 down.
Here we go, 47.
24 is the mic. I got wide. 24 is the mic. Oh, you got deep?
26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Boy, just like that, they've got new life.
And the defense still has the advantage, but I know that there's some deflation there. That's why I hurry back to the line of scrimmage and attack them again.
Prescott now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
At the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Tight right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Here we go, going to 54, line in.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check 15.
Gun.
Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there.
Is the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
47. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Well, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 49.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide in. Then we'll go to 53. 24
is the mic.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Get along. West.
26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Hey, kill. 47.
24 is the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Switch it, hey.
24 is the mic.
Quarterback, don't get...
We're going to 54. Why?
Turn you up. Don't get nervous.
26.
Prescott yet again, sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The tackle by Robert Quinn. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Mahomes now to throw. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check. Fresno.
25, check.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Flare. 49, check 49, check 49.
Check. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Shift.
He's coming. We got double up.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Hey, we are
47.
4 down. 24 is the mic. In your face.
Gun.
Hot 7. 24 is the mic.
Get that quarterback.
26.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So much for field goal range. They were going for the jugular right there, just trying to end it.
That was definitely a shot play, as they like to call it, a chunk play, whatever term you want to put on it. They were attacking deep downfield, trying to get to the end zone. Really well defended, going up and knocking it away.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Kill.
We got 4.
We go 47.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
26.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on 4th and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Haas. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime, wow. 1st down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
26.
24 is the mic.
26.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you.
Brings up 3rd down.
Push him back.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. What we got?
Go. Get out there.
What?
We're going to 54. Why here? 26.
Now Prescott going for it all. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then he